This looks pretty good now. However, there's something more we can do to improve the shot. Notice that the camera move is not applied to the entire scene. To fix this, we will use the tracking tools to analyze the camera move on the green screen and apply it to the other components. The tracking in action works with the background layer. Under the Media tab, double-click the B layer. Then select the green screen clip, and this will load it into the background layer. For the next steps, it will be more practical to use two viewers. Press Alt-2 on the keyboard. We want to set the left viewport to the schematic view. Press Escape or click on the view list and choose Schematic. The schematic view is a graphical representation of your scene. Click on the right viewport and zoom out the result view. Now we need to group the elements that will be tracked together. To do so, double-click the Axis node under the Objects bin. This adds a new axis element. If you don't see it, you can pan the view with the spacebar. Move the axis on top of the other objects and pull a link between this axis to the other objects that we want to track. So we want to track the two backplate images and the 3D text, but we don't want to track the model as it already contains the camera move. So we have our group axis, and now we want to add another axis that will be used for tracking purposes. So again, double-click the axis object, then put this axis on the top of the branch and connect it to the group axis. Now double-click the top axis to access the tracking tools. Under the stabilizer controls, set rotation on and scale on. Then press the stabilizer button. Make sure you are at frame 1. We need to use two trackers as far away as possible from each other for more accuracy. To select the first track point, click and hold the Control key. Move the magnifier window to your first track point. Then select Tracker 2. Hold Ctrl again, and then pick your second track point. Then press the Analyze Forward button. Verify that the trackers are good, and return to Action. If you scroll the shots, you'll see that the elements are now following the camera move, but they still need to be repositioned. Make sure you select the second top axis and not the track axis. Press Alt-1 to go back to one viewer. Then use the axis controls to reposition the elements, and as well scale them up so that they cover the frame. Go back to frame 1 and then click on Process to process the final clip. Click Player to access the player and press Ctrl Escape to access the full screen player. Then play back your final. You can exit the player and also exit Action. Your final result will be on the Edit desk. This concludes our presentation. Before you go, I would like to point out some of the online resources. You have free access to a full range of tutorials on the area, and you can as well download a free trial version of Smoke on Mac. Thank you for attending this online session.